The lesson: only Jesus Christ can take you to heaven. Call no one Father. You have one Father in heaven. Call no one Master. You have one Master, the Christ. If you wish to go to heaven, you must be servant to all and be humbled. For the first will be last, and the last will be first. All who are exalted on earth must be humbled and be made servant. All who are servant must be raised up. Swearing on that material of which the altar or the temple is made, or swearing on the gift of the gold of the altar. Blind fools! Gold makes men do things that they would not otherwise do. Gold was created by the one who created all. By swearing by the altar, one swears by it and all that is on it. But the blind fools see only the gold, as do those of the followers of Mammon. Look on those who do things of prayer and donation only to be seen. Do not follow their example. In the simple materials of which the throne is made, and upon which the Almighty sits, that is all you need swear. Did you know that the throne of King Edward, used for all coronations of every crowned king and queen of the United Kingdom for 7 centuries, is not covered in gold, is not layered in gilt, has not a jewel on it, but is a simple wooden chair, beaten up, has inscriptions scrawled in it by children, and it's very simple. In such a way I envision the throne of the Almighty. For when you have true power, there are no needs of ostentatious trappings like done by those pretenders, those false claimants to the robe of Christ, the false prophets and the antichrists. For instance, the televangelists and their large temples built of the stolen funds of the poor, never donated, but instead used for their own comforts, private jets, multiple mansions of over 20,000 square foot, dozens of cars, and massive, massive churches of great luxury. The Christ knows these ostentatious displays are not for him, but for the notice of others. See me worshipping. See me leading all these people here. See me in my grand temple. These have already received their reward for their worship, for their non-almsgiving, for their non-fasting. The guilt, the gold, the money stolen from the poor and used by the Joel Osteen, the Jesse Duplantis, the Kenneth Copeland, the Pat Robertson, the Creflo Dollar, the Benny Hinn, the Joyce Meyer, the T.D. Jakes, and the Franklin Graham of the world are not your ministers but the thieves of souls, stealing money and souls from the Lord and taking them to worship of Mammon, believing that they are buying their way to redemption. Rather, when you worship, do always as the Apostle Matthew instructs. When giving alms, when fasting, it should be done most discreetly. The left hand should not know what the right hand is doing. Then the reward is great and full, for it is only between you and the Christ. And work, always, to bring down the false prophets. Work to advance the prophets of the poor and the needy. For these are the least and the first in the eyes of Christ. May someday there be no more war, No more poverty. No more hunger. No child wondering about the next meal. No parent wondering how for the child. No more children giving up due for poverty. And all love, given love, medicine that works, food that feeds and fuels, and education that enriches. May this all happen before the end of humanity. We ask this in your name, Lord, through whom all things are possible. Amen.